working in the shop today, but not on a motorcycle. I've got one here on the lift, but I'm waiting for a tire. It's a little drizzly out. I thought I would take this opportunity to work on some of the leather stuff that we carry in the store. We make a lot of these products ourselves, as opposed to buying them. Some things we do get from distributors, but some of the things I like to make them. And I brought a couple of things in here so that I could show you. I'm going to grab the camera, and these are knife sheaths. I make a lot of those. I don't make all of them, but I make a lot of them. We do some keychain tabs. Those are pretty cool. And bracelets. These are really neat. There's some let's see if the camera. There's some gems in there that are set in there, and also they're hand embossed. And then these little wallets and things like that. We make those all here. But today, let me put this camera back. Today, what I'm working on is this right here. You know what it is? It's like, what am I, Swedish or something? You know, this is for blanket rolls. All right, so you roll up your blanket, and then these straps go around, they get buckled, and then this gets attached to the front of your motorcycle on the forks, or maybe on the back on your backrest or sissy bar. And those are pretty popular. We sell a lot of those here. We've got many different color blankets. If you come in the store, then you'll see these are already on a blanket rolled up, but if there's a different color blanket that you want when you purchase this, they're interchangeable. You just pick out whatever color that you want, and then we just put this on there for you. But anyway, I've already started working on this because I didn't think of making a video until obviously I'm all set up, right? So what we make those out of is saddle leather, or actually harness strapping. It's pretty thick. It's good stuff. We buy this from the saddle shop, and what I do is I've already got these are already set up with the hardware on there, and then so what I have to do is I have to join them together, right? So I like to rivet them, but I also like to glue them, which is why this clamp is on here, because I double protection. I don't want the thing falling apart. So I'm at the point right now where I'm going to do some rivets on this. I do one side, and then I take the clamp off, and I'll put holes in that side, and then do that. The rivets, let's see. The rivets, I've got that thing stuck down in there. Oh boy. Well, let me get another one. Let's see here. Bear with me. The rivets are a two-part system. So there's one part there, and then here's a little cover. To put these on, you need this little metal plate here, right? See that little indent in there? Well, that rivet sits right in that indent, like that. And then the second piece, it's really tiny, you can't see that. I'll put it on there. The second piece goes on top of that, and then you have to tap it down. How I install these is you need a pretty solid surface. Let's see. Well, let me back it up a little bit. I had to put the holes in here first, right? So I use a block of wood. There's a couple of different ways you can put holes in these. This is one. They're like, kind of like pliers. You get different size holes that you can do, and that'll do a good job of putting a hole in the leather. But I prefer to use the hand punch, right? So that's got a little bit in there, and then you put that where you want it, and smack it with a hammer. You don't need a hammer this big. It doesn't take that much. I happen to like this hammer. I've owned it since the 80s, so that's the one I use. But anyway, I've already done that. I've already put holes in this. So now I punch the holes in it with wood underneath there, because if this thing goes through, I don't want it to dull out, right? So it just goes into wood. But after that, you need something a little bit more solid, right? So I take this piece of steel is actually from my press. It's about 1 inch thick, and I know it's not going to move any. So the little plate for the rivet, I put the rivet on here like that. I position this on that steel plate, and then I drop it right down over that rivet that's in that indent. I'm gonna grab my glasses here because I can't see. And then the top piece of that, and I really wish that I could hold the camera over here and do this at the same time, but I can't. Now the top piece of that goes on there, and then what you've got is this little drift here, or driver, so to speak. This is concaved on this too, so it doesn't damage that rivet. Right, so I've got the one portion of the rivet on that little metal plate. I've got the top piece on there, and it just takes a couple of smacks. Now you don't have to go crazy with it because you don't want to damage it, but you can see where that one rivet is in there. And I'm going to do the next one. Let's see. I got this. I got to grab another rivet over here. Let's see. Here's one. Same thing for this one. I put the rivet down in that little indent on that little metal rivet installer piece. And then position that right in the center of that hole. The top piece goes on there. And there we go. And that's that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's not going anywhere either. Now I have to do the other side. So while I'm doing that, I might as well show it to you. Got those two pieces set aside. I've got my hand hole punch. Oh, you know what? When I'm doing this, I like to put a little bit of a lubricant on here because sometimes if the leather's really dry, it's kind of hard to get it out. I just use a little bit of petroleum jelly on there. You don't want a lot because you don't want to make a mess out of your leather. It's just a little tiny film on there, and it's not really necessary to do it too much, just a little bit. And then position this. You want your rivets to be even, so you want even spacing away from the top, in the middle of the other strap, and then just right through it. Now this is why you need that little lubricant on there. This is a little stuck, so I'm going to use a little pair of pliers to spin that, get that right out of there. And then the other one, do that, loosen that up, right out of there. Got two very nice holes in that for the rivets. I'll go back to my steel plate and my rivet holder, and let me grab a couple of rivets here. Let's see, so one, there's two. Okay, actually, you know what, I'm going to sit that on there so that it don't bounce away. All right, so this goes on that rivet plate, or installer, so to speak. The top piece goes on there. And make sure that's all stayed centered. A couple of smacks with that. We'll go to the next one. That on there. Get my little drift. And that's done. All right? Pretty cool, huh? We make all of these here. Every one of them we make here. And then to put them on, or to hold them on there, we've got some smaller straps that are made to go around like your handlebar or something like that. Now these are a little bit long at the moment, but I'll trim those down. And let's see, this little thing right here, this is a cutter. This is how you get the point on the end of your leather strapping. You just put it on there and, you know, smack that with a hammer and it cuts it right off. So anyway, so we'll give you a set of these, and also zip ties if you prefer to use zip ties on there and you know it's not coming off, or you just want to double secure it. However you want to put it on. You got two choices, these leather straps and then zip ties as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little video. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and ride your bike.